maybe you can also take a swim. Because one of our guests yesterday took all his clothes off and jumped into the water.
Oh, we missed the
And that was really brave, and everybody didn't want to leave because he came up, and at last he came up. Then we go to Eids Lake, photo stops en route. And we go to Eagle Bend and photo stop everywhere. We shall be back at the pier about 4 o'clock. A little bit sooner, a little bit later. Sometimes it's 5 minutes later, and sometimes 5 minutes before 4. We'll see. I also have to fasten my seatbelts. Just a minute.
He wouldn't be the one driving it, so I don't know if Taylor would want to drive this road at all.
I would not in a small car.
I would do it in a small car.
Yeah, our car is really big.
No, I'd rather have the road. I'd rather have the road to hug the road a little better.
We go directly to the farm, and then we take all the stops on the way back. And we have seen some sun today, and we also have seen snow today, and we also have seen rain today. So we had a lot of snow this morning, and then earlier today. So it's the new snow up in the mountains here. You sailed in this morning in Geiranger fjord. The fjord that is formed like an arrow. Geiranger fjord is a part of Storfjord, the big fjord. And Storfjord divides in many small fjords. Every little fjord has its own name. So that's why Geiranger fjord is Geiranger fjord, not 16 kilometers long. Don't be afraid. Our driver has had experience many years. I don't know how long he has had his driver's license. I think it's a long time. Maybe 30, 40 years. When you were 8 years, you got it? Driving tractor, maybe? We have this road also, we can tell about that, but first I will be with the fjord a little bit longer. Oh, they're out now, they're coming out, the goats. They're cute. The grass is starting to be ripened. But still the fjord. They are 16 kilometers long and 250 meters deep. And because of the environment, the beautiful nature here, and the steep hillsides and untouched nature, it's on the World Heritage List. So it's worthwhile coming to Geiranger and overlook what we have here. This road leads to Ålesund, and it's open the whole year.
Oh, it's snowing, honey. Look. Beautiful.
And now it's the snow flowers. Snowflakes. Maybe it's the right name of it. We're coming up to the last corner here, the last
Oh, it's coming down hard.
we're coming up to the last
Wow.
bend here, and that's Eagle's Bend. We're not stopping now, we're stopping on the way back. And here you have a very good view over Geiranger Fjord. And you can also see the spot where the 7 sisters are coming down. But it's no sisters now because they're all frozen. It's been very, very cold weather lately. So the sisters are still up in the mountains.
Wow.
If you thought it's a lot of corpses around here, I think I should have said bodies. I read too many crimes. Well, if a farmer is a corpse, maybe then his elbows are down to the hands are brown. Maybe. For it's a tunnel under work here now, through the mountain here to the right, starting when the last curve have been passed and then going many kilometers in the mountain. We are taking the stop on the way back. I was complaining a bit about that to the driver, but he was absolutely not complainable. Because we have to come first at the farm up there. They were expecting us to come first. But you can take a look at the lake here. It's still ice and it's still some fresh water around. So you cannot walk on the ice now. It's not stable, it's not sure, it's not secure. So you can just look at it. Most of the lakes are frozen in winter time, and possibly with ice skating. And in summer it's no ice, so then it's possible with a swim.
I'm used to carrying this size.
How much you think it is?
To go up, and then we will start the tour. Take a deep breath, it's very steep, but take your time.
Come here, Cody. Hey, Cody. Here, go grab him. Go grab him. Pick him up, Barry. Oh my goodness. Here, let's have our picture taken together, little man. Hi.
We got our new baby. Oh,
Yes.
Sue's gonna be so mad.
You smell like a goat. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I could. It's my first time this year, so I'm not sure how my English will work out. So
I will
please.
help you.
please
We'll help
ask
you.
if you can't understand. So welcome everyone. I am Åshild, the farmer here. I have been here around 40 years now together with my husband. I was born on this farm a little longer ago. But as everyone else living in small places, we have to go out in the world in order to get both education and work. So it took some time before I found out that the grass was greenest here in this village. So we moved back, and we are now farming with goats. I guess you have told a little about.
Yeah.
Before that, it was a little bit of everything. When I was and my 4 sisters lived here with my parents and grandparents. We had some goats, we had some sheep, we had a few cows, pigs, chickens, because we had to be
Self-sufficient.
Yeah, with almost everything. It was then my father was educated as a gardener, so he had. So it was fruit all over here and berries, mostly apples and pears and plums. And he also had, he grew trees for selling around the whole district. But it was not a very good business with fruit here around 1960. So they started again with specializing in goats. Also a little everything else but goat and goat milk production was the main thing, and it still is. Well, that's a little of the history, so I will tell you what we are doing here. We can do this just in the summer and spring and autumn, or else we have to be inside making brown cheese. Now we make it the old way, as it always has been done before, especially when we go up in the mountains with no electricity still. That's good. So we have to use firewood. And here we start in the morning with the fresh morning milk from the barn. Around 30 liters is poured into this gryte.
A vat.
Yes.
Sorry.
30 liters, and we heat it till it gets the same temperature again as in the goat, around 37, 35 degrees sometimes. And then we add rennet. You know rennet? This enzyme that makes the milk coagulate. So around 37 degrees it coagulates, and we leave it till it gets like a jelly in the pan. Then we stir carefully a little, and we take it out. The curd we take out. Still, we use this on special occasion. But I think I have told now that I knew this was around 100 years when I took over. And we used to say it's a little more than 100, but it must be 140 I counted, since I have used it for 40 years. And they are traditional, made from the roots of birch trees. And they have such a good culture. It has never been anything else than milk. And after using it, we wash it and boil it in fresh water, no soap, never. And dry it, and it's good for the next time. And it still has some of the culture here that makes a good cheese. After 2-3 months, and depends on the weather, it gets a natural wax around, and then you can keep it for a long time because it's safe in there. So the white cheese, actually we take out the curd actually to get what's left in the pan. I forget. That is the whey. the thin part of the milk, because the cream follows the white cheese. But the whey is the main ingredients for our brown cheese. So then we keep on boiling, stirring from 30 liters starting out with. It takes around 7-8 hours. Now I have low fire since I'm not stirring so well. 7-8 hours, and we add a little more whole milk or cream to get, since it's in the white cheese, we also need some in the brown cheese. And during this long process in the pan, the milk sugar, lactose, caramelizes, and that's why it gets the brown color. So
Wow.
the longer we, the bigger portion we have with milk, we can use more than 30 liter. It boils much longer and it can get a more dark color. But here it's a quality mark to have a little lighter, because then it's boiled faster, and I don't know why. Some like the very dark one, like the French girl that works here now. I gave her one of the very brown one, and I was not sure that the French girl didn't like that, but she said, "Oh, it tastes more like lakris." What is that? Licorice, yeah. Marion is here, yeah, I didn't see you. Well, so the taste differs, of course. Someone like the very strong one, and other the little
Mild.
lighter. We take out when it's thick. After boiling 7-8 hours, we make a cross in the thick brown stuff. And if the cross stays, then instead of then it's time to take it out. Has been boiled enough, and then we take it into this tray. What you call it? Tray, made also from birch tree. And then the really hard work starts. I don't have the right equipment now. It's up in the mountains, but we have to work it like this with a club till it gets cold. And it's very important that it's cold before we take it into this basket, also made from birch. So then it's also very important that it's done so it will be compact. No bubbles of air in between, because this can be also stored and kept a long time when it's without air in it. So it stays in this overnight, and next morning, this is high tech, I don't know if I can, yes. Next morning we take it out from this basket, and then we have a 4 kilo brown cheese from 30 liter of milk starting out with, and then I had added around 10 liter more. So it's a very concentrated product, and that's why it also can, we could keep it. When I worked in the mountains, we kept this the whole summer, or twice a summer we waxed it, and they sent it down to the village, and it was not exported to England as the butter from the mountain here was, but it was selling out to the I remember it was 2-3 hospitals in Norway near Oslo that always bought this cheese, because it was supposed to be very healthy. So nowadays we are not selling the 4 kilos anymore. We cut it in squares and and pack it and sell it as a little souvenir from the farm during the summer. But near Christmas and low seasons here, the Norwegian are usually buy, in older days, they bought a 4-kilo cheese that they could have almost to the next summer, because it was very important to have the last summer milk processed into some food that you could eat in the winter. And we used this cheese slicer, and it was a little nice plate under every farm had, where it said take thin slices of the cheese. So but we don't do anymore. Now we eat cheese more international. And if we want some extra, we can use this. This is our priest mold.
Molding.
No,
Priest?
the priest from our church. He's very fond of brown cheese. So he has made this for us and another, so he get cheese in return. And we have different kinds. This is more, it's carved. So this is what we make on the farm. But our white cheeses are made at a local dairy further out in the fjord. I have never tried to get the license for white cheese, because then you have to work more like in a laboratory inside. The brown products are boiled and safe, and we have a license for that. So the white cheeses are, we have you will see it down there and taste it. It's a hard cheese. And this cream cheese, Snøfris, is very popular also for export to different countries. England, Germany, Russia used to have export. It was very good. They like this very much, but not anymore. Putin doesn't want to deal with big-mouthed Norwegian. I don't know, but anyway, it's a cream cheese that can be kept also if you don't break the sealing. It can be kept for a long time, much longer than it says here. And the goat milk caramel is the specialty from the farm. Then we boil the whole milk, add a little sugar, sometimes honey, and we boil it and boil it till it caramelizes and gets thick, and spread it and cut it and pack it also for souvenir. So, killa. They are gourmet, they like the tops of everything.
So now she starts to eat outside, so my job is done with a bottle anymore.
Dandelions.
That's good stuff, isn't it?
From March, you know.
Oh wow!
From March.
The baby.
Yeah, she was so small. My husband, I think, was
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very small.
Did he use?
No. Oh, I don't.
Sometimes we have to do that.
No. Okay. That was a lot theory about cheese. Now, of course, you have the chance to taste the cheese. So I would like to bring now.
Aren't you sweet? Nope,
Oh.
you're scared.
No, don't like men. Don't like men.
If you don't have food, don't mind. No pellets, I'm
You know you live in the most beautiful place. You get to look at that every day.
going to smell it for you.
Aw, how sweet. Hey, Precious. Hey, Precious. You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. That's a pretty
Good on
girl.
this setting. It's great.
Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl. Hey! Hey, pretty baby. Look how beautiful the scenery is. Let's go get us some cheese.
Cheese, where we go for that?
In that barn. Butted.
Butted. Oh no.
He butted the other two
You're a
out of the
butthead,
way.
aren't you? You're a butthead, aren't you?
You're pretty, that's why you're like that. You don't like anybody else getting attention. That was cruel. That was something Trent would do. Oh, double did him. Hi. Hi.
Opens as all the other mountain roads mid or end June. Maybe Trollstingen they work a little bit with speed to open it.
There's our ship.
We have this viewpoint now, the Eagle Bend, and we see the place where the Seven Sisters should come down. But the Seven Sisters are frozen now, so they are not coming down. But I can show you the place where they are coming down in June, end of May, June. Cold temperature, and in the hillsides of Geiranger, you will find 11 farms. They're not in use anymore, but they are very good protected and they're very well kept from the friends of this area. Every summer they go up and do what is needed to protect the cultural heritage of these farms. How the people lived in the older days and how they survived on a few things. Now we are here, Eagle Bend, a view over Geiranger Fjord, and also actually today I can see a little sister there. Is this one river there?
So right now we are at the top. What did she call this? The Eagle Road?
I think so, yeah.
It's a bunch of hairpin turns up this mountain. And this is the, hold on, how do you, Geiranger, is that it? Geiranger Fjord, and the city of Geiranger.
Yeah, I see that.
There you go. That's our home. It's so little bitty. Yeah, looks like a little toy. Keep taking pictures. Change your lens out, honey. Get some zooms. And then
Because we thought, oh, it's almost a little bit late to go, but
We came with a small car.
yeah, we can walk.
And we thought it was a little bit late.
But are you?
look at this color of blue. That glacier blue. I just love that color.
How fast is the
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
just a waterfall on the side of the road. There's some leftover snow from this morning. There's our little cruise ship. The end of the fjord. Little bitty cruise ship. That horn echoes forever and ever.
So I guess this is really showing us, what the weather can do, what the elements, the influence of the elements really is on what we see here in the fjord. So the Briar Suder is a little bit more present, we can say, on our board on the left-hand side. Probably in season there's going to be more water that is coming from the mountainside.
Make sure you subscribe and click the bell to join us for the next episode.